Good morning, students. Welcome you all in class of grammar. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 30, active and passive voice. I do know it's not a new topic for you. You have been learning since standard 3rd, 4th only. But that was just introducing part. You are adding something new in your knowledge in every class. So today that you will learn active and passive, that will certainly add to you some more information related to the rules, that is how to change from active sentence to passive. Student, here first it is very essential to know what is active and what is passive sentence. So let us first know one by one what is an active sentence and what is a passive sentence. When the subject does the action in a sentence, the sentence is said to be in the active voice. Let us repeat it once more and we should learn it. The definition is to be learned by heart so that you can apply this one, you can understand what sentence can be classified in active and what will be in passive form. When the subject does the action in a sentence, the sentence is said to be in the active voice. Let us understand through examples. She sings a song. You all know much better. Here in this sentence, she is the subject and Bharvi sing. So who is doing the action of singing? She. She sings a song. A song is an object in the sentence. She sings a song. So in this sentence, the doer of the action is the subject. She sings a song. The teacher is teaching grammar. In this sentence also, the teacher is doing the action, that is teaching. The teacher is subject and teaching is the verb, that is the action. The teacher is teaching grammar. Grammar in this sentence is object. They will help me. They will help me. In this sentence, they is subject and verb is help. They will help me. Obviously, you can know me is here in this sentence object. So in all these three examples we have seen the doer of the action in all these sentences are the subject. In the first sentence, she is the subject. In second one, the teacher is the subject. And the third one, they is the subject. So you can see they are doing the action. And so the definition you have seen here, when the subject does the action in a sentence, the subject is said to be in the active voice. Now let us see here what kind of sentence can be classified in passive. When the subject is being acted, what is the difference? Let us see here. You must note it. When the subject is being acted upon in a sentence, the sentence is said to be in the passive voice. Let us see. Example. An impressive speech was given by the principal. If you change the sentence into active, obviously these all sentences given here, examples, are in passive form. If you change the first sentence in active, that will be the principal gave an impressive speech. The principal gave an impressive speech. That is changed into passive. An impressive speech was given by the principal. Student, you know very well, when we are changing the sentence from active to passive, the subject becomes object in the passive and the object that is used in the active becomes the subject. So is here. An impressive speech that was object of active has become the subject. in this sentence, in passive sentence. An impressive speech was given by the principal. And this only happens in all passive sentence. A beautiful gift was given to me by my father. My father gave me a beautiful gift. That will be the sentence in active of this one, which is changed into passive. A beautiful gift was given to me by my father. This book was written by him. This book was written by him. In active, if you change this sentence, it will be he wrote this book. He wrote this book. He will be subject. Obviously, wrote will be verb, and this book is object. That is changed into passive. This book was written by him. This book in this sentence in passive has become the subject. A new car is bought by her. A new car is bought by her. Active will be she buys. She buys a new car. That has become a new car is bought by her. I am sure you must have understood here these all examples. And proceeding to next one, some rules that you have to keep in your mind forever. You set all these things, this very fact in your mind, so that you cannot make any mistake when you are changing the sentence from active to passive. Only a sentence with transitive verb can be changed into passive. What is a transitive verb? A verb which has an object is called a transitive verb. She writes a letter. In this sentence, she is subject, writes is a subject, a verb, and a letter is object. Sentence can be like this also. She writes. She writes. This is also a complete sentence, meaningful sentence, but it has no object, and it cannot be changed into passive because it has no object. If the sentence is she writes, but if you add this object, a letter in it, the sentence thus becomes she writes a letter, and that will be changed into passive. A letter is written by her. That means it means the sentence which has an object can only be changed into passive. If there is no object, if the verb is without an object, then the sentence can never be changed into passive. So keep in your mind. And before changing the sentence, you must notice, observe the sentence. If the sentence has an object, means if the verb has an object or not. If there is no object, then that sentence cannot be changed into passive. Now, as I already told you earlier, the subject of active becomes the object of passive, and the object of active becomes the subject of passive. Just keep in your mind the examples we have discussed right now in what is an active sentence, what is passive sentence. We have seen in those examples everything. Next is here, a verb in passive voice is always in third form. Third form you know, V3. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 you are learning in the table. So third form of verb you know much better, much well. So V3 form is only used in passive sentence. The voice of sentence is changed according to tense. You have to see here not only what is subject, verb and object, but first you notice and identify what kind of sentence you are going to change into passive. What is the tense of the sentence that you are going to change. So let us see one by one here. So first we are going to learn about all present tense. So here first of all, in simple present tense, let us see the example. Simple present tense, examples and passive. Active and passive are here. Active, they play cricket. They play cricket. In this sentence, they, of the sentence is the subject, play is verb, and cricket is object. That can be changed into passive. Here play is in simple present form, and you all know well, play is used in this sentence as simple present tense. They play cricket will become in passive. Cricket is played by them. Cricket is played by them. So cricket, that was object, has become the subject here, cricket. We start with that object, and the subject of active, that was they, has become just object of the passive. Let us see now next example. She does not like milk. First one example was positive sentence. Let us really discuss some different kinds of examples that can widen your just perception. Here, this sentence, second sentence, is negative one. In simple present tense only, simple present negative sentence. She does not like milk. Milk is not liked by her. If the sentence in active is negative, the passive too will be negative. So is here, milk is not liked by her. Now let us go in the next here example, that is present continuous tense. How they are changed? Here the example that is given of that kind of sentence, that kind of tense, and then we are changing it. I am writing an essay. I am writing an essay. Here in present continuous tense, we use ing form of verb, that you know, and before that am, is, or are. These are helping verb in present continuous, which are used before main verb. Am, is, are helping verb or auxiliary verb. I am writing an essay. An essay is being written by me. Here what is an extra that is here used in passive? That is being. If the sentence belong to present continuous, that means verb is in ing form, and before that is am, is, are. In passive you have to use being. So an essay is being written by me. Shruti is not singing a song. A song is not being sung by Shruti. You can see here, first one, again example I have given in positive, and second one is negative, so that you can know how positive is changed, how negative can be changed. And even I will give examples of some interrogative as well. You can see further in this one. Present perfect tense. Next one is present perfect tense. We have learnt here simple present, present continuous, and here is present perfect tense. In activities, Ramesh has written this letter. This letter has been written by Ramesh. Here, been is used, B-E-E-N, been, in present perfect tense. So you can see here, this letter in active has become the subject of passive, and Ramesh, which was the subject, has become the object of passive. Ramesh has written this letter is changed into passive. This letter has been written by Ramesh. The sentence that next is in interrogative. How that is changed? Has the teacher taught English? Has the teacher taught English? Has English been taught by the teacher? So you can see clearly, if the sentence in active is interrogative or negative, then sentence in passive will be like that, negative or interrogative. That we have to keep in our mind. Here the sentence is, has the teacher taught English? It's an interrogative, and so passive is also an interrogative. Has English been taught by the teacher? So these were the three tenses of present, and present perfect continuous is not changed. Present perfect continuous is not changed into passive form. Do remember these rules all, and then you practice. You have a number of examples here in your book, so you will see there are different kinds of examples given. I have given my own example, and you can write your own examples when you are writing in copy. So you will learn all these, you will write in copy, and you will do the warm up, that is on page 94. Warm up, that this is just a set of questions that you will attempt, you will do in the book only. You will change yours here these sentences into passive, and I will further discuss about that one. Thank you students joining this video session with me. Thank you. I do hope that you must have learned a lot of things. Thank you very much.